Okay, here's our oil pan here, working on it. I've got it scalloped up here where the bolts go in here. You see a little better. So we had an option of either leaving it square cut like this, like a race car pan would be, or cut it out like a stock pan over here, which is going to be this width here. I just have to cut this a little deeper. So we decided to go ahead and use this, and then the other option is to use real tall hardware or to use a little short stubby hardware. So we determined to use the short length bolts, but I think I'm going to make the flange a little bit thicker than this. This isn't that thick. I'll make it probably a ½ inch thick. So that way it'll be a little bit stronger flange. Don't have to worry about warpage. So I'll go ahead and probably upgrade that a little bit. So right now I'm going to go ahead and continue closing this pan. So right now I went ahead and cut this down a little deeper through here to get down to the height we want to be after we put this 1/8 inch plate in here. So right now I'm going to go ahead and weld this in here. And I'm going to make this pan a little wider, so it's wind up going to be over to here. So I'll use this as a squaring tool. So the pan will be a full 6 inches wide all the way back here. And I cut this little piece off here where it recesses back in. So I'll go ahead and put this in the middle. I'll do a cut off this surface here to match that and square it. And we're going to make this flush with the front of the pan right here. So we're going to wind up using a really thick flange for strength. And then also make the pan as big as we can. So that's where I'm at right now. So I'm going to go ahead and close some of these pieces up. Try to get this squared up. Make it look more like a complete unit, and then test fit it and make sure everything clears. This here had to be cut away back here for our cross member in the back. And I might enclose this, I'm not sure. This here can either be left up a little bit high like that, or it could be cut down. Probably wind up just cutting it down to this height here. Makes it easier to fabricate it. So anyway, that's where we're at for now. Alright, I've been working on this oil pan for a few hours here. So I welded some plates in here, here on the side. So I'm pretty well making it how big it's going to be dimensionally. I weld them on the back side over here also. Over here. So that's how big the pan will be, hopefully. So I already skimmed this side here off until we hit on the edge. I'll cut this edge back here. I got to cut this front yet. I've been cutting these pockets out right now for all holes. So that's what we're going to do now. So I did this one, did this one. I got over here and it ripped it out. Grabbed me a little bit. Tried to grab a hold of the pan a little bit. So I had to put some more clamps on here to keep this thing from going that way. Don't have much to hold with. So you can see I dug into that big one there and it knocked it out. So I go ahead and knock each one of these off going down here. So every one of these holes here has to be cleared out so you can see them. So I'm going to try to do this. Let's see if I can put the camera over here where you can see. Besides looking at the back of my head. Which is probably the view you're going to get. Alright. See how this works. But now you can see how to screw stuff up. I'm good at that. Yeah. Take a little at a time. I'm going to skim this off a little bit. I'm not sure where I'm at, so. Got a heavy crap in the way, just get rid of it. skim cut here. Screws up the side of the pan. I think this is dead center, or yeah, it looks pretty even over there actually. I'll be definitely cutting my plate in half over here. Oh yeah. Too much left of that plate by the time I cut it all the way. Room for bolt holes that we're doing. Okay, put your finger in there and see where we're at. So I'm going to go more that way and less this way. Okay, get that chunk out of there. That chunk there can be broken off. Oops. We didn't need that piece anyway. bright spot right there, where we just hit. So we need to back this up a little bit. Zero it. We'll pull that back about, we hit pretty high up, so we'll pull back about 20. And the other side didn't hit, so we'll give another 10. And now you can see we hit right over here. And it looks pretty darn equal. So now we'll pull back equally. Pull back 20 that way. Alright, so we got that whole area cleaned out now. Kept it pretty equal by stepping it. So this is just for mock-up anyway, we just had to see where the corners are at. So now we can put a stock bolt in here and not have some real long bolt. We have access. So I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing again here on the other ones. And I got to start scabbing this whole side down here too, I think. So let me go get to the other holes and we'll come back to this later. Oh, I get back to my oil pan. Kind of forgot to do any filming. Oh well. Oh, whatever. 3 hours later, whatever. I got it leveled off. Got it chamfered along the edge. I got all the holes cut out. All the clearancing cut for all the different things. So hopefully it'll work. So right now we got a 3-step pan here. So you got low, you got the front, your middle, and your bottom. It's all squared up on the sides. And the inside will kind of look like this. So that's your front, that's your mid. This one here is going to get cut right about here. This will drop down to this level. And this part here will be at that level. So we'll eliminate all this. But right now that's what's holding the pan together up there. At least it was. So now that's what it looks like. I'm going to go try it out on the bike, see if it fits. And for now, we'll see where we go from here next. Okay, I'm trying to get the pan back up inside of here. I'm having some clearance issues. I got this here is a little bit too much buildup in the front here. Sitting up on underneath the side stand. So it's hitting right about in here, but I'll just push back this whole edge about 1/8 of an inch. It was hitting all right here. I cut that off. It's still hitting a little bit. And the side stand is getting right through here at an angle like this. So it's just getting into this area here too. So gotta do some fine tuning. This area here we cannot build it up like this far out. At least not up in this area. Under here we probably can. So that's why you put all these pieces on there so you can actually see what your limitations are. Everything else seems to be going up in there halfway decent. snug, but it kind of goes in there. I just can't go forward. It's about a 1/16 off from going in all the way. But as you can see with the extra depth and everything in there, it doesn't look too bad. Thinking about going wider back in here. Got a lot of room up in here to go wider on both sides. So here's the other side over here. Actually, you can see how the up here in the bracket and stuff up under there is where the clearance issues are at. A lot of clearance on the bottom under there. Just actually, you can see how close that side stand is right there. Pull that back a little bit on that corner. But other than that, it's going to look pretty good back here. So I can add the same thing over here on the side. I got this much room between the belt and my hand, or the cover, so you can definitely make the sump bigger if we want to. So anyway, that's where we are for tonight. Time to call it a day.